The Royal Coachman is just one of those classic fly fishing patterns. And today we're going to tie up a Royal Coachman streamer. This is a size 6 salmon single hook from Mustad. You could also tie this up on any 3x long equivalent streamer hook. And I'm using 6/0 black thread. For the tail, I'm going to use some golden pheasant crest feathers. And I imagine back in the day, this was used pretty much the way we use Coq de Leon today. You know, it has a lot of similar qualities. It's very stiff, durable feather. You know, it makes a great tailing feather. I'm just going to try to align those tips and tie that in. I like to have the black band just above the bend of the hook on this pattern. Next, I'm going to use 3 strands of peacock herl. I'm going to tie these in. You're probably familiar with the Royal Coachman pattern of peacock, red, peacock, and hackle. Since these feathers are pretty fragile, I'm going to use just a dab of Zap-A-Gap here, just underneath those peacock curls, because salmon and steelhead have, you know, pretty sharp teeth, and you don't want to catch one fish and have this pattern ruined. For the red midsection, I'm using Uni-Stretch. I love the color of this because it's just such a vibrant red. And the traditional pattern would be to use floss in this case, but I like this because it's just so durable and just so vibrant. We're gonna wrap a body there of red, and also there's a lot of fibers in this Uni-Stretch, so it doesn't take a ton of wraps to create the body that you want. Sometimes I'll go back over that once or twice just to get a really nice solid red color. We're going to do a second section of peacock herl. And again, I grab 3 fibers and I'm going to attach those to the hook there. I'm going to do the same thing. Use just a touch of Zap-A-Gap. Alright, for the hackle, I'm going to use a saddle hackle, a hen saddle hackle, and I'm just going to pull off some of these fuzzies just to make this feather a little easier to deal with. And I want these longer fibers near the stem there, so I'm going to trim off all these smaller ones up front. Create our little tie-in point. And then as I wrap this feather, I'm just going to stroke some of the fibers backwards. Just a couple turns. That's all that's needed because of that good quality hackle there. Lots of fibers on that stem. Very high fiber count. So I have that all secured. Kind of stroke all those feathers backwards. For the tail, I'm using white calf tail, and I'm just going to pull some of these hairs up perpendicular to the tail just to try to align a lot of those tips. You know, it's not going to be perfect. And sometimes I'll trim out, you know, pull out some of the longer ones and also some of the shorter ones, just to get a, you know, pretty consistent length to most of the fibers. Okay, I'm just going to lay that right over top of the body. I like it to that the tips of the calf tail are sticking out over the hook bend just a little bit. Couple securing wraps. And I'm gonna trim. There we go. And just finish it up here. Create a little head. Wet finish. And to just really finish the fly, I'm going to put another dab of Zap-A-Gap right on those threads just to hold that bucktail in place. And we're done. The Royal Coachman is just a classic trout pattern, steelhead salmon pattern, and it can be tied in so many different ways, from a dry fly to a wet fly and to a streamer. And so, you know, I don't use this pattern a lot, but when I do, it always seems to catch something, and I wonder why I don't use it more. But anytime you're looking for just a change up pattern to, you know, use on steelhead, salmon, even trout, try this Royal Coachman streamer. Catch you next time.